pledge love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We they are, we just a try. This year don't come up and dry eye. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We they are, we just a try. But this year don't come up and dry eye. We pledge we love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We salute. For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. I guess I carpets, Naman Keraka, Naman Koneka, Naman Keraka, Chamucham, Naman Monica, Kaipom, Naman Koneka, for the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. And they go and they beg. Come and shake. The people that they gen. Then I go shem. They make me go to taking another picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Forgive them by scripture. They make me go to taking another picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Don't forgive them by scripture. We pledge love and loyalty to we country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. We let we salute. As in no place like home. I like it, I can talk them, I like it, I can fight them.
Scramble them. Una good evening. Una good afternoon. Good morning. Good day, wherever on a day. Today I will start 11 minutes late, not because of any other thing, but because I want to come and give a correct message to people them. Today, I can talk about something where I believe say anybody who claims saying a patriotic Sierra Leonean, because we're easy for talking patriotic, but we are sitting there destroying ourselves. If you are patriotic, you can never be a party to anything we go destroy that place where you say you get patriotic obligation. If you are patriotic, you know go sit down, something they go wrong in the place, then you not say what. Over the last 5 years, we don't talk about this substance abuse problem, this Kush. Over the last 5 years, different platforms, different commentators, different speakers. Don't they raise alarm about this Kush? But it's like nobody cared. Now they don't they reach crisis point. It was always a crisis, actually. Always now be a crisis. But now they don't reach the point where the crisis is very serious because every day then they find the body in the streets of towns and cities in Sierra Leone. You see, one thing where Sierra Leoneans get for land, we get for land for look at Sierra Leone as a composite, not in compartments. Of course, I can understand, say, because of habits, because not to culture, because of habits, we get the belief, say, some part today we're not salon, some part today we're not to salon. It's printed in the medulla oblongata of a lot of people down here that Western area is salon. Beyond Western area, now upline. That's now one of the biggest mental setbacks we get. And one of the things where they make, we they find it difficult to create a picture about Sierra Leone now we mind. Sierra Leone as it is 73,000 square kilometers. And it gets a shape almost like an oval shape, almost like a diamond. That means, if you come off Freetown, you go to the farthest point, now the east, you come out up beyond Fadugu and Musaya. You go to the southernmost point, the distance now a few miles. A few miles. The north-south length, the west-east-west length. Now a few miles distance there. The north-south is longer a few miles than the east-south. We're lucky to get a small place like that with a lot of resources, a lot of natural potentials. But out of ignorance, out of greed, like how some of our great-great-grandpa them been do, go then take them company Sierra Leoneans, then sell them to Whitman, John Hawkins, and others for cargo as slaves. Today, we dey repeat them, we not dey take we Sierra Leone brothers, tell them into slavery. They can't take chemicals outside Sierra Leone, go build drugs, build substances. They kill with people inside the country because of money. That greed, centuries ago, we still get an our DNA. What's it make them worse? With all this greed or the practice, rather than we sit down and ask ourselves, who benefits from this? We take and make politics. Rather than we sit down and ask ourselves, who benefits from this? For those of us who are in it, we use self-denial. And some of you in positions of authority, we not only get the power. The power belongs to the people according to the Constitution. Chapter 2, Section 5A, B, and C. Please read it for those of you in power. Sovereignty belongs to the people. And whatever authority you have is derived from that sovereignty and the Constitution. Because given a power say, day before we, and they allow that for be misused and abused by people when nearest to una. And they can take chemicals from outside Sierra Leone, go produce substances where people then go abuse. And not only the abuse, the chemicals then so potent that then they cause a lot of complications where they dehumanize the people then first and foremost. So then film them way, then video the way they see how people then they rotting. You cannot show it on media like this on YouTube. Then they put that video there down. Because it's not decent to be shown to the world. Una sit on there. Una feel happy because una they get what you una call money out of killing your own people. Because when man don't rot in at that stage, like you wash off the drug, his survival is going to be very difficult. Una sit on this they go on at the country. Now they go over that. Yeah, now we get power. From now on, the spirits of creation will begin to teach some of you what power is. It's going to happen. In this life, good and evil were created side by side. And mankind was given free will. If you do it good, you get the benefits of your good actions. If you do evil, you get the benefits of your evil actions. This is what the Asians call karma in our local languages. And that's a common word used in every language in Sierra Leone, even though it's of Arabic origin. You get the hake. From now on, the spirits of creation, the powers of creation, will be make una get the hake, Marcelo. Because ask yourself, what if it is my child in that condition? How would I feel? The religions they una say una believe. Both of them tell una say, do unto others as you want done unto you. They not put them in this word, but it is there in the religious books. What you know let them do to you, not do unto other person. What you know and see you picking power, not put other person picking power. From today, that course go there now on our head. And it go deeper on our generations yet unborn. If we do not believe, wait and see in the coming 12 to 36 months. Not a person they go fetruna, not a person they nakuna for Sebambai, and then they plan coup. People know I do lekuna, and again, of course, that course is going to begin to take effect. Now, coming back to the topic, and this is for Sierra Leoneans. Whether it is APC, it is SLPP, it is ZPC, or QXS, every civilization within certain points in time, they get access, forget the human resource potential, waiting for develop, for make them galvanize and develop themselves on a sustainable platform. Go through demographic history. Because now, of course, one other thing Sierra Leoneans don't find out. They don't reach the term where Sierra Leoneans individually for begin make efforts for find out. Go to book. Knowledge is not book. Knowledge is relevant for your safety. Knowledge is relevant for your comfort. Knowledge is relevant for your existence. I make the religions then say, go ye in search of knowledge and everything will become yours. One of the things we don't bring we to this point where we did. We have encouraged ignorance for too long and too deep. You can be the best physicist. You can be the best lawyer. But find out other things that are out of that domain. You are not learning them or finding out because you want to use them to make money. You are learning about them because knowledge gives you an ability to understand why something is happening, what to do when it's happening, and how to. But we so relax as a nation. I make a lot of things that go wrong. Then when things go wrong, instead of we take responsibility, say now we all cause them with a point. Not under them, not this, that. And from today, now left for politicize this issue about the destruction of Kush. Now left for politicize them. Let us stand together because the greatest danger what we face now. Sierra Leone has a very young population. I make a say this now. Within every period of time, every nation, they get an opportunity to make them get a demographic structure. We go allow them to get a population where they can use for develop. We have it right now, and we are destroying it. We have it right now. Over 60% of our population is below age 35. Over 60%. Now we get a few people who they go take chemicals outside. Some from Europe, some from Asia. Then they can mix some with other things. Then they destroy that young population where we primary concern at this time for for provide them with all the tools and facilities for make them build and talent. Who does sabi make big, he make them into something sellable. Who does sabi make basket? Who does sabi make country clothes? Who does sabi make gara? Who does sabi make medicine from leaf? He make them into something sellable. We see them, we they choke them with drugs. Eh? Salon. Na so una wan develop. Or una feel say development na one person. Development na coordinated collective process. Everybody matters. Every little talent down there matters because that talent capable for produce a good where they go buy or a service where they go buy. If that talent na comedian self for make noise and laugh, people them they pay for go see them. That's a service produced. Because the comedy na entertainment, and entertainment na part of the things where the human body need for make it relax from there. What did we do wrong in Sierra Leone that we should go down this lane? Is it because some of we great grandpa them we sell people into slavery, then go scotch free? So we think so for still do them? Una left it. Una left. Una left. Some of you forcing your lineage out of existence. Families then they. I want to go find out. Families then they. Where them been take part from that slave trade. They like today, then don't die out. That's how karma works. What you send out to the world comes back to you. If you do good, good they come. You do bad, bad they come. If you sell drugs, you pick in all the end on drugs. And I believe say some of una go the up yonder, una picking and the inside drugs, so now not the great talker no more. If not una all safe, but some of una go the up yonder. It no matter which party you dey, una picking and they on drugs. Because una be done dirty una and in the past. The karma they come back to una. Now that una can pass na this world for. And the legacy we una want left for una self. Now I get for ask certain questions. And then questions, yeah, some of them now they see the scroll so. Why are they asking questions? Yeah, because I do some research about the Opium War, which China been get sometime in the early 19th century. The Opium War was a deliberate act. It was deliberate in the sense that when they owe the Chinese them money, the Chinese were asking for their money to be paid to them. So the British, they pass around, then start for sell opium to the Chinese people, wherein they destroy them, but make them get the money for pay the Chinese government. That's the summary of the Opium War. In real case, I want to ask, now call that, they don't go call that we or they kill young people and for go pay that debt. If not call that, then call that we. Who da go call that we? Una tell we. Some of what they out here, we go find way for they contribute. There we pay that money, but they are not left for feed with picking and drugs. We're not left for feed with brother and sister and drugs. We're not left for feed with nephew and nieces and drugs. That's not going to help you. It's not going to help us. Now, let me ask these questions, and I want every Sierra Leonean to pay attention to them questions, yeah, and find answers to them. Because that's when we will know the gravity and seriousness of what's in the go on. The first question is, what will happen to a country when the strongest demographic, the youth, not able for do anything again? They're not able to sit down, think so, oh, I want for be millionaire, I want for be doctor, I want for be engineer. Or they're not able to work again because drug don't destroy them. Or they're not able to build nothing for themselves because drug don't destroy them. What will happen to that country? I want to ask myself that question, Sierra Leone. Don't have fair answer to them. The next question we go ask. We expect Sierra Leone for develop when the future leaders, the youths of today, we don't use chemical for exile them from reality. Because anybody who they on drugs, he exile from reality. No, reality, now dream world, they hallucination. Number 3, if we spread addiction, we will not spread education. What do we expect for can teach the next generation? I will take this because it's very important. If we spread addiction and make all the young people then useless, they're not able to develop themselves. Who that they can teach the next generation? Who that will take care of the next generation of Sierra Leoneans? Number 4, we all are selling a sovereign country. Well, say, when I don't do this, then well, this is not sovereign country. Nobody know they can interfere now. What in a sovereignty when foreign chemical they dictate the behavior of the population? I want an answer to this government. This is directed to you in government. What is sovereignty? When chemicals dictate the behavior of your population, where is the sovereignty? If you're not soldier and police, they're all there on Kush, or most of them they're on Kush. Where is their ability to safeguard the country? With hospitals then, now social drug addicts and they we will get them for heal the one that we get normal sick. Number 7, we country. When I not think say na depopulate, we they depopulate and so without bullets. There's nothing say that depopulate with the depopulate with country so without bullets. Yes, sir. And let me finish this part, sir. Because today I'm not talking politics here. I'm talking what is wrong about Sierra Leone, a country that is being systematically depopulated with all the politicians seated there and keeping quiet. So today, Lord, put politics there. I know the history of drugs in Sierra Leone. In the 80s, my college mate and friend was the head of the anti-drug unit. I used to know a lot about what was going on. In 1987, people came wanting to bring drugs into Sierra Leone, say then go use them for help the government. The government refused. That's not what I'm here to talk about today. Today, I'm not here to blame, I'm here to. Why is it that the Sierra Leonean elite, be them APC or SLPP, are sticking themselves there and having our country being depopulated? Let me finish asking my questions. I'll give you a chance. If addiction be the norm, we will ever remember what freedom means in Sierra Leone? If somebody is addicted, it's not free. So, to all the people in Sierra Leone, when I listen to the questions, would I want them questions, send me an email. I will send them to you. Don't take time and answer them. We don't talk over and over. Lack leadership. We don't lack leadership in Sierra Leone. We lack the seriousness to run our country, Sierra Leoneans. We are all not a serious people. That's why we always do transfer blame. Now APC caused this. Now SLPP caused this. Now Munku caused this. Now Gorka caused this. It's time we end that stupidity now. We can't treat that risk. Yes, sir. Comment, sir.
Well, thank you, Mr. Jallo. Thank you. God bless you for bringing up the sense we need, because I sense it bring to the nation. So, and I hope we did listen to you and other people are all within our government place can go follow. I really will therefore struggle a little bit how I will able to deviate for talk about the political side of it, because there are only, like I did talk always, there are two authorities we function, although there are some elements of authorities when you talk about government, institutional authority and political authority. Now, I'll therefore cancel the opium and the drugs and saloon, but I want to digress a little bit. Now, I don't know if that will make sense, because first of all, every society they get a model where that they engage in and implement for rule, whether it's going to be an economic model, a political model. But to me, the model, I cannot see a model which saloon reviews, because if we ask something, a question related to humanity in political science, the question related to humanity is, do we need a state? Why government will exist? And for answer that one day, would they say that for the provisions of good life, enhance happiness, peace, stability, uh, for enhance, promote human rights of people, for enhance justice and freedom. But before we go further, these all the theories or concepts they want to talk about, they come up from philosophy, you know. So countries like America, what would say? Before the 39 members then go meet in Philadelphia, these young people, they come together, 39 of them, for create something waited till over 200 years ago. They did not just come and bring the culture where they get for all what they said. They look at philosophical discussions. They say, we didn't talk about rights, we didn't talk about freedom, what did they talk about this? And so they look at us and say, philosophy and the process for look at things and critically analyze them, and you get an objective based on this and an opinion, and when I come, then when I go. Sierra Leone not get models. Because if we get models, I think the way it talks so, then young people there, we don't involve today, many other people there, they don't promote their rights there. They don't promote their freedom. And the concept of why a state will answer the question, why states will exist, Salon able to answer. And so I believe, say, right from the beginning, like in conclusion, we talk about whose kind of people live. Are they just paraphrase that particular statement we make, sir? Whose kind of people always alone be? I think say that answer they go, they write one no more from the time once I know they go get independence. Where it is a confusion any day. Or no, if a country they beside Congo, where it be say they be the first themselves now, just like Sierra Leone, and I make no able. Where other countries can get tribe them. I live in Gambia. The Mandingo man, if you say superior past everybody, but we come for Gambia. They take and force past the tribal differences. I lived there for 4 years. I saw it with my eyes. The Mandingo, the Funa, the Maraca, they want to get difference them. But they don't forget in country. Salon forget in country. So that's why we take so. The thing about this thing where it happens also, the private interest mainly to that. Exactly. And I also I don't always the same. Yeah, always the same, Mr. Jallo. We were study government a little bit and the go look at tribalism. Look, Sierra Leone, the tribalism did not stop maybe the last 5 years. What do we get now? Now demagoguery now gets now, Mr. Jallo. So, but only you feed that particular beef, let people and believe you, therefore play the tribal card. Behind the apple right now, because I don't see why some people and they get supported they after them, and then they support them. I don't see what they don't do for help that country. But then therefore they talk about say, if now we know like one guy been tell me I read something today, and they talk about one of the right something, he say one of the capra they don't ready for now, we go reduce una and then una family there. I said, why would they bring this thing where they can comment this back because they talk about women Friday, then go to this square with families there. They are like, how not killing. So you they see like you not get what you eat, not get food. The opium trade, what you mentioned, the opium is different from what they go to salon. The aim of the drug.
Now that's yeah. The British will owe the money to the Chinese. So they use opium on the Chinese to get the money to pay the Chinese government.
Yes.
Now make us say, if Salon owe anybody, let the government make law we know. So we also go begin ask ourselves how go help for solve that problem. Rather than any carry drugs go kill your brother and sister and picking them.
Well, like I talked about, na self-interest, we know what they go because we know they talk about politics like you said, but we know say Salon Harbor, the current, the most wanted European drug fugitive right now.
Well, he just hold your thoughts a bit.
Uh-huh.
That man, the way we they focus on, I not going to tell you say 100% I am sure. But I want to tell you say, that man, whatever drugs he dey dealing, not all the drug will they affect you picking internally. He's dealing with more of cocaine and then kind of thing where they come Europe. Now Sierra Leoneans they can't buy chemicals in Netherlands and China, then carry and go Sierra Leone, then go make drugs for kill them brother. And some of them are connected to top families in Sierra Leone in all the political parties. That is Sierra Leonean to Sierra Leonean. Now, the issue, yes, it is wrong to keep a drug baron in a country, but it's not like that is directly connected with this Kush issue. I want to probably get most people who come and do things here and there. They make them into an emotional story. They make them into a political narrative. Then we lost focus on the real facts. That Sierra Leoneans, they kill Sierra Leoneans. Just like how the one who been they do business with John Hawkins, Gombu Smart and others, they were Sierra Leoneans who took their brothers and sisters and sold them to John Hawkins and others. Right.
Yeah. So like you said, like I also have been say, yes, 100% right, Salonians. But what did happen is we know say before they can get a butterfly, they metamorphose, take reach that level. So some people through deliveries then able get income from the initial stage, the presence of the bigger drug for let them able take their own business now. They're not going to bring drug from South America. Yeah. The current president within Colombia, he might be part of part with pets. So they successfully finally,
I say fact.
yeah, they successfully finally get somebody who directly related to the Colombian war rebels. We finally do now. And since it come, there's been a spike in the Colombian drug. Even now, that problem they get. So if you look at the way President Trump, they allow the accelerated bomb, well, in the can be say no, fisherman. But then independent kind of commentators, they don't bring them out, say the man, the drug business don't flourish my country. So I believe
that's true.
yes, sir.
If you know the history of the FARC war in Colombia, if you know the history of the involvement of America through Colonel Oliver North, then you would understand exactly what's going on. Trump may be right. I'm not saying all what he say right. He may be right. But fund within a power so a movement been they use drugs for fun. Then what? You know that it's an open secret. Go and read about the fact. Issue not. Monkey not the left in black out. But me on the salon issue, I wonder we
No,
concentrate
the issue
on.
is salon issue. And so that measure I mentioned, that salon issue at trade. There's been the distribution, global distribution of the opium, I mean of the drug, the cocaine. It's so massive right now since we kind of power more than any time. And so salon, I think they not get any borders or border security way we make. And with the connivance of so many people and we highly placed, the thing don't enter salon. And so the revenue where people and they collect, so they want to able to import and do Sierra Leone or export or whatever. Then why then they be distributors, they earn income. Because when they earn, when I that bit that audio but the guy where they carry the thing na Dubai, so push, not they come in the form of push. This is now highly kind of scientific sort of innovation for device alcohol, ruin lives. They come with this drug here through different chemicals and put together for destroy. And so now salon then the push the day. Push the outside.
You know, they go outside and inside Sierra Leone and they make them.
Or pass someone out, you go Gambia, they carry Gambia.
Or maybe when they make them at Sierra Leone and distribute now West Africa.
Distribute them because our Gambia a few months ago, they began serious problem in Gambia.
Ghana, Liberia, Gambia.
Yeah.
The number of incidents of people coming from Sierra Leone with that Kush.
Yeah, three countries where they carry go. Senegal na da tramadol na they be catch Senegal.
Yes.
So Guinea, Liberia, and Gambia. Now they Sierra Leone as able carry go the Kush. So it's
Kush and they bring to Europe.
No, they bring Kush. Hey, I leave Gambia. I get.
No, I mean you. Oh yes, and they bring a cocaine and other drugs for the high class people.
Oh yes.
Drugs and then another will sell on a salon. Because we drug addicts and as well, get that money for buy them.
Not get that money. Well, Scotland, the high quantity they get from Sierra Leone, about the container, it go like when they carry go, they put stuff them, they get them casada, then see them, now so they carry. But they catch the guy them. They been what I don't know how many street value of I don't know how many several millions.
Now let me give you.
I want go small make I give.
Now the one give somebody timeline.
Go ahead, sir.
You see, during the days of President Momo, now in the drug cartel the one kind size Sierra Leone. But he resisted them. They spoke and said, because Sierra Leone they suffer economically, they can come with money where they go loan the government. Then government go they pay them small. Now in the government say no, we don't want.
So are you saying that this illegal and dangerous kind of business they can make legal arrangement for allow them?
Yes, sometime around 1987.
Oh my God.
I knew about it. I was in Sierra Leone working.
It makes me bloody.
I time, and also you see, well, this is not the problem with Tuna Sierra Leoneans. So now
become bloody rise.
No, don't be emotional. Listen to the logical sequence.
I have to. It's dangerous. Mr. Jallo, look at what's happening.
There is no country on earth where there is no drug. Miss Dr. Toure.
Let me stop you. I understand. You know the story. If I read this, I was surprised for like people in their mind. For kind
of when cut me off. What cut me off? About one thing I wonder,
go ahead, sir.
When you cut me off, the public cannot get the sequence as they should get it. Because not only Nancy story are the campaign. But I wonder, say even right now, most of what they go wrong in Sierra Leone, I know. I got connection with institutions where they get information about all that in there. And those institutions are global. Okay? That noise where people, I'm going to expose lie that can not lie. Since 1987, Sierra Leone has been on the radar for drug transport because Sierra Leone is equidistant. The location of Sierra Leone is equidistant to every major city in the Atlantic region. I make Sierra Leone is a point of attraction for global drug trafficking. In the early 80s, it started with Nigerians who were coming with it, then say that they count spare parts and other things. Then they set up an anti-drug unit, which was funded by the United Nations. Then they equipped them with everything. As a matter of fact, one of the people that will be funded the APC most in the 1967 elections, he was declared persona non grata because they found out he was a drug trafficker. Then a Shamel was saying that Gisno is start, not to Gisno. I want the people to listen carefully because I'm giving you the background. And I want to know say, now because we politicize them and we not take the action we for take, now we don't reach crisis point. And I want to know say, there is a particular class of business people in Sierra Leone where they hand up on drugs. Government go, government come. They hand up on drugs. President Momo resisted them. Then he called Dr. Jim Fona. That time Dr. Jim Fona been the work for IMF. He said, we country they in crisis, can help we. Dr. Jim Fona came, negotiations started with the international community. Then the British came in, then say, we can come in with all assistance, but we not get for move from a one-party state to a multi-party state. President Momo agreed on that. He called Dr. Peter Lorenzo Tucker. They wrote a constitution that we are still using. We get to transition. About the time where the international agreement for start, Nainenka overthrew President Momo. That was the reason why the NPRC had to retain Dr. Jim Fona as its first Minister of Finance or Secretary of State Finance or whatever name. But the fact is, within that period, that stupid war starts, then people in the drug cartels took advantage of the war, then promote drug trafficking through Sierra Leone. The DA picked it up. They started monitoring it. As a matter of fact, now the DA monitoring, now they can no say, people let me they count they buy the diamonds for supply arms. We lead to this blood diamond story. Going fast forward, when the war ended, the cartel continued their business, but DA been still they monitor them. And it can be said, Muhammad Kaba, the son of late Ahmed Tijan Kaba, he himself is dead, Muhammad Kaba, was working with a group in Freetown led by one Jibril Kamara within a prison in America right now. That's about the time of transition when the DA been closing on them. Now in that plane can a lungi. The plane where they say na APC cocaine plane. You see, this is the stupidity about politicizing things we don't know about. Sierra Leoneans get for learn, for research, find out, for solving problem, rather than giving simple blame and complaint solutions to issues. There are things I know about what all this is about. I will not say here, not because I'm afraid, but I know one put the integrity of the processes within they use for investigate and get the criminals to face justice in the long run or near future at risk. But I will tell you, say, this drug issue been done day, and a particular set of people in the business community at the end day, then they were into every government, then corrupt then governments them, Lideckers in Goa and Sierra Leone was promoted by them, and Lideckers may not have anything to do with Kush, but Sierra Leoneans connected to some top people in society are the ones coming to Europe to buy nitazine and other chemicals, going to China to buy the same chemicals, then they go mix them, put some plant, spray and some plant leaf for jamba, then sell to them brother and sister, then kill them brother and sister them. But all the one they were involved pandemic, God they are lucky them and then generations yet unborn. Go ahead, sir.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you for this historical narrative of the drug issue in Sierra Leone. At least that's why I always say it's good for people in the Kuna today. One thing we lack in a saloon are information. It's not like people when people they surprise on certain developments or they become anxious for say certain statements. It's not because these people are trying to destroy like me. It's because sometimes, and the first time we get information, it's because sometimes people are not being pay attention to what they go on. And now all of a sudden, people are like, something don't can invade their territory. So now that's me being a this way I say.
Well, now pay attention
Like,
from now.
it's not because that the usual behavior of Sierra Leoneans. To me, in my own capacity, me understanding, I believe say a covert kind of process where people in the type of sick, illicit money through illicit means. Now so then they come and invade businessman and they say I go buy cotton. Inside the cotton, they put you together for pitch day. That now I understand say now so drug is spread. And when they sell, then we say I buy gold for let them launder the money so that you get away for go sell, you get money. But for let a government, they receive people and get a gold mine, they go approach a government and then try for which is said so that those days I said I say me brought the boil because now destruction. It's not I not deny what you say and I not even want to interrupt. I was just wow, I was surprised, the damage will drop the cost. But within me, they say here, Mr. Jallo, I want to let you understand one thing. The generation of yesterday, not only today, and the actions where present day generation they take was even working hard for let them make their own money as compared to past generation they don't see it. And now we get the population demographics, we get younger people, especially Sierra Leone where the population can blow after the war don't take place. Now we get few when look at the population. So these younger people, they don't even know it's in a hard work, the majority of them. And so for let them get caught up into some of them here is easy. Lidecker issue very complicated. Lidecker, when you go back to the stories, it on the saloon more than 2 years before the thing comes off it.
Yeah.
They don't did it.
That's a fact.
So
That's a fact.
that's one. The second thing, Lidecker is not alone. There are different cells of drug which is in a saloon. And
That's another fact.
then Sierra Leone get Boku business, local business people, them, even that guy wouldn't catch now the boundary, the ambassador, the man wouldn't catch out with, wouldn't say pa large, wouldn't catch. They say he's still there, he and the driver, they still detain them in Guinea. So they say a big businessman. The identity they not be revealed. Now the picture of the man no more this which is so there are different cells, some of them international, some of them local. And the approval of diplomatic passports then. So international groups will begin understand it and they exist. And that guy, some British guy, he come up, he make video. I get that video day when I even promote for the foreign nationals they can't get down the all he compromise the process, the security of the country in terms of which they go, whether they be real identity and then without adequate strong security. So it's a very complicated issue, this drug business. But if we stick ourselves to the Kush, I don't want the politicize the Kush business. I believe, say, one, yesterday we talk about the gaps where exist in terms of the media. The media do things and they wouldn't do. One, Then shut the traditional media where they will make we be consumers of information. And so when you shut that down, that's one. And you create laws then where they deprive people and where at least they able to say something from the opponent side, then you don't make this gap. The ordinary man, they go just look for information. If I say, hey, Mr. Yalo, how you do? They go say, this man say, make a commoner. So there are so many misinterpretations. There are so many misinterpretations where they come. Because now, yeah, they see the group they are the young people they want to talk even through articulate a single intercept. Now they send information for the electoral thing, But why that happened? This particular entity, when an institution primarily for share information at a formal way, now we know what they consume information. If not sit down, I will not generate the right for President Trump. We they just in TV, listen, they make decisions, global decisions or whatever. But this not so. So this now involve the government in office. So now fact
It's government no more Yambog, we are.
yeah. So the problem where serious now is that if we now then a government, they leader, they this. The messaging is very poor. Then a one problem. You as president, when it come, they ask you, this drug business, I go for this, they say I no go for that. Because they are a billionaire say this drug you get beaucoup you don't give opinions already about you. So the opponents, also the man are strict. That's one. The second thing is we get somebody in our government where they come publicly. They can't say who will do IT. They can't talk about it. The opposition they use bots them for spread the thing, let them say we are not bots. We know the bots how do you call it? An autonomous computer system where they go use for spread something, chatbots and everything. So you able put something there, they say go do something. But that's not the case. So they can't when I can borrow for where they say gaslight. You know they come when they go on TV, you bring say the opposition they bought than a one, when a lie. You know they pay anybody, will they need
Small.
the second, yes, sir.
What will it benefit the opposition
Mm.
to pay people to program bots to spread propaganda? Then the very opposition where they do they not get a structured computerized system for administer their affairs. You know why I've got this point?
Thank you.
You know why I brought this point?
Yesterday.
You know why I brought this point?
No.
One of the things so that they take control Donald Trump excess is a counter argument to make sense, not so?
Mm.
If we the Sierra Leoneans not able to sit down, I am not talking here in favor of APC or La Putam across. But if we the Sierra Leoneans not able to sit down and see through some of these cheap lies and ask them questions here, why would the APC go and pay computer programmers to construct or create bots to spread propaganda? Why the APC does not even have an up and running website for their news? Does that make sense?
May not make sense.
You see, when somebody can't talk something, rather than you go after and say, "Now lie, this and that," ask questions. Right? What's it go profit that man for go make bots? Wait costly. Because if you ever get a programmer for sit down for do you get for pay money for do that. You get for pay for a server and other things. You understand? What if that man spend all that money, but he doesn't have a simple website to run his party newspaper we own?
Mm. That make Mr. Jallo, it's very difficult for
I make some of we don't allow who go salon and go say this you don't come for well business for it.
Yeah. And I make it difficult for let not talk about politics, not in the for draw.
It's me to talk. Me to talk.
No, I understand. The interpretation would be that.
I mean, it's like me that way.
which I try to say, Mr. Gallo. The point what I try to make is that this now man, when I the chief minister, and I'm going to TV, and I'm sending this to you right now. We get time, you special time, you listen to the interview.
I will listen now. Why not tonight?
No, it's not Gallo. So he talk about bring all the computerization, so we better we as I begin to talk to smart person, you pick them up, say why people then for do this.
I mean, social media and I do so.
No. I think Mr. Jallo, it go beyond that. Let me see. It's beyond that because it's waiting. The sense where I mean, what you need data from this is that as this thing don't overwhelm themselves because
Yes.
happen.
Yes, you're quite spot on.
Let me tell you what happened lately. For a very long time, the center of focus for the deaths where they occur out of this now Freetown, Peakbody Freetown, Waterloo. So in the last month, taken now, videos then they come on, McKinney now, or no, just give me 1 second. I understand, but what happen now? SAPP strongholds like who? Even ministers, like the health minister, you get somebody where they can be the cry. He say me picking come off of a college. That's not die. These are not centers. So this message will come from SAPP strongholds. They overwhelm them. For say, oh, this thing now for begin talk about, for begin do something. And the second part is something don't happen with the president in this, where all man points say this woman, Nina the Kagatua person, Nina the warrior, for make the Kush and distribute them. And people and they don't work with a long time, now then they can't let it stop. I think I make. But now, in his own wisdom, this guy, what they call Senge, he can't talk about opposition and they do this. The other thing we do, where he make me feel bad, and where he to say, they even use the terms correctly. Then he talk about epidemic. We say Kush epidemic, use pandemic equal to Ebola. I said, are you kidding me? This we talk about sickness way through a virus. This we talk about somebody who people in the
Why Ebola?
When anyway, I don't send you. Me now be witness now.
Why Ebola? Goodness. Yeah, why should they mention Ebola? It's because it happened in the PCP.
And you know why? Okay, I'll give you a reason. Why you go listen to it now as smart person go get. He said the Kush epidemic and pandemic. I say, stick for one thing, because first of all, not epidemic and pandemic. But the second thing we say, why the opposition not can help them? We to say, Mother Biobi, come England, they can't help them for fetch the Ebola. Now, they're not the help for fetch. I say, this guy, something's wrong. Do they have a PR expert?
No, it's not wrong with them.
No. Well, so now so it try for let you win, and it can't be
it.
Yes, sir.
In this present world we live, the people of low energy, irrespective of their education and qualification, they would always want to make themselves the victim, then for Fenuda, then for blame and complain about.
And complain, correct.
It's a global phenomenon. Now it has become the new vogue in politics. You know, people have to be careful. Because in Ebola day, let sleeping dogs lie. Let sleeping dogs lie.
No, Mr. Jala, I'll be unfinished what I say if you give me some. So what I try to say here is that when we talk about for politicize this particular quiz, not opposition can politicize her. And me, if me have been leader on a secretary, not to politicize this for be something then they go after them. The questions they will ask, I mean they listen to you. Then questions and they feel like they distribute them. Let them listen to them because they're very relevant. I listen to you, original business, all the questions the way I asked was salon, the future of the youth and everything. I listen to.
I am going to distribute
as a
them on
government-
social media. Don't you worry.
You as a government, you sign up two things and they way to say SLPP, then slide them, they take them, sweep and put them under the rug. The manifesto of the party, then put under the rug. The constitution of the country, they put under the rug. And what they do now is what they believe in, either as a region or tribe, we dominate the party, what they want to do anything. And
just interfere small.
Yes, sir.
They are not acting as region or party, they are acting as a cabal and a clique.
Well, whether
They are misusing and abusing the allegiance of the party members. But these guys don't care about their party members. One of the things where they hit the most now when you rightly raise up is that the Kush epidemic don't spread into the support area. Secondly, in Freetown, the majority of the people dying in the streets, it is known that they have discovered that they are from the south and in the east. Take that from me.
Of course.
So now it's like a condemnation unto them. Most of the people who have been come today for that election, for can dance, most of them never went back. They ended up roaming the streets of Freetown.
You know what somebody says, sir? Somebody make a statement, say, the SLPP in the 2028 and the 2023 election, they weaponize their supporters, they will be they go and do bad with drugs them. Maybe they make them not be the fear for born hosts or do stuff them. They say so.
Well, it's counterproductive.
Yeah, so I just want and now you don't go to them.
And now we don't reach an epidemic level.
Yeah.
So now they want to play victim when in fact they created the situation.
They created the situation. Yeah. And you remember, well, you see what it happen now. Now while they grumble from yesterday to today, from Waterloo to Freetown, then they go and attack, then they go and broke. So they be no excuse for them they sell the Kush. And arrested they take place. I gave video they were video.
Well, so if the police so efficient for all the place there where this thing they be yesterday and today.
Why didn't they take action before now? Thank you. Exactly. Because they be the profit out of it. Nobody
they start round up.
So let me round up. Let me make my round statement.
Yes.
Would they politicize? I want to enter that. The politicization of the push, now the SLPP, they politicize. Because the thing don't overwhelm them in a way that they don't know what to do now. And real people, real families, them, now they're stronghold, then they die in large numbers. And so today, people then group them, then they come out and beg, we are going to affect this push. And so, waiting me feel, send them, mother build them, therefore change the laws. There's never been laws for, they get drug laws, but they don't get law for push. Then therefore be strong enough to make sure, say, some people them, where people say they know they take a more, but then they profit out of our where they bring chemicals in. Now what's a kid in the past? They know they fly car inside. What are they in charge of the government? So this talk when they told they crash in APC, now bullying the bully APC. Like you don't answer this on the question.
They're not the bully APC. Now APC.
Now bully.
Now APC chef na dandogo then full up with it.
Well, then APC not get anything for go fetch anybody.
They fight that. Question.
No, what I mean, Mr. Diallo, give me 1 second.
What are they saying? Right questions. Like this question I've asked. Solved everything. See now get money for me and put the website up and running. Now they get money for go buy pussy for car.
Yeah. So like I said now, thank you But Mother build them, no go left for expose them. One, we no go left any information I get out the pool.
I not your matter when I'm a problem. Now we the Sierra Leoneans, we they take too much nonsense.
Well, see, I begin say something just now. No be big I tell you, say two things about Mother building. Let this person come. The manifesto where they lie, they know if you put them through. The second thing, the constitution where they disrespect. Now I like them. And so you allocate them for letting him run an effective government, whether it's for revenue collection, make the economy will make address the needs of the people. All the things they don't affect the concepts for say, do we even need a government or Salon is even a state? So now that's at the end. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir. Thank you. We will meet on Friday.
You take care.
Yes. Sir.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
What? Yes, the color.
Yes, sir.
Hearing me?
Paddy, are you loud and clear?
How you did, sir?
Paddy, I don't know me corner, they cause trouble.
Yes, sir. the first thing where I want to talk about now where you want I know you talk say not to the presence of light data now because now salon people they buy the Kush and then they sell the Kush to the people and they import them to the or export them to the country or import. Which I want to talk about that. So, all this they happen now because of less light data presence at the country. Why? Because if them for don't be hard on that guy they in presence at the country, particularly drugs the way they don't carry it. And if you know say a plane don't land, helicopter then don't land, submarine they don't land, boat they don't land in the country. And government will take no action. They just they can't cover the thing loss. You see them investigate. How an airplane they fly, Mexican there or which country they come out, they all they come on a saloon, particularly they come in this country and they left there, they say they charge them on money. Journalists they ask, what's that the proof say they charge, wouldn't charge them, pay the fine. Nobody not see the proof. When they ask them that question, when they talk, see them find them. So now because they don't make they will leave that thing loose. Now it make they not going to go two way. They hard on the Kush and the slack on the other. Therefore, yes, sir.
Whether Lidec has been this Sierra Leone or not, we will still get this Kush epidemic.
Yeah,
Another they come,
I
another
hope she
defend
gave point
Lidec.
what I for see.
Now, while I know say, let me don't begin care Kush na Sierra Leone, even before Lidecas was officially allowed to enter
I
Sierra
know
Leone.
that not to die at the street.
And I want to know say Lidecas in come one na Sierra Leone, na Sierra Leonean arrange them. And the people that were arrange them, and they're very close to Julius Madabio. It's unfortunate I get for go public with that now. I never wanted to go that far. Lidecas, they use Sierra Leone, one for safety, running from his jail term. Two, Sierra Leone, as I say, is equidistant. When you come out Caribbean, come Salon, you come out Salon, come Amsterdam, now almost the same distance. Then fast boat where Donald Trump they shoot so. Some of them are Salon they be head for. Then boat then they can cross from Colombia and then place then they reach Sierra Leone within 6 to 8 hours. Once they get enough fuel. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Some of us know the network, but this is a public forum. I know they can see become to talk machine. I know they can pull Nancy story to Sierra Leoneans. And they can tell una what you una need for no. Let Sierra Leoneans wake up and take control over the country affairs. Since 1961, Sierra Leoneans lay back. They allow a few set of people. They are the government. Now they will elect day before. All the guys you elect in that country, they're not getting no interest. Right there, as the issue now, Lebanon, they arrange them. I'll stop so far.
I'm just tell that what says that if there people there not be forget hands in the Lidecker issue, then they will be hard on the Kush. No, there's a lot of business outside the business people they do business drug business na broad na ya. They don't want to know about the
Kush is being done by members of the Bio family, not to Julius Madabi and Fatima.
No,
But
I
people
will
who go with
go
that.
under. I will go under. I will go under. First of all, I just want to attack the point where you say that because the salon people they involved in
Now, salon people.
no yeah. What you had the time to talk about that? Yeah. If not to say the abuse them, they sell them. Well, they come to that point too. Because the fact say they be lack online they can mean say they don't get for go hard on so that three thing where they left both ways. Now it make the team come to this level. Now first point what I want make. The second point is what I want make is now they come to the abuse. Over the week, they don't make a lot of statements the way don't directly implicate them, say them get hands in or interest in the trade of the drugs. First of all, when the man at parliament go talk, I've been sending that video, the way he talks, say, oh, how this thing happen, not the way it be, how this thing they express, and not the way it be. It is there for minimize that. So now the court, you know, when you the doctor talks, say now you try to tell him, say, the man, this not to SLPP original, this is like court business. Now then, and another one come to back. This not to a general thing. This now a set of people, a group of people.
Suppose the political parties them.
Well, that means I know I don't go that far.
Right. Go make conspiracy there.
Yeah.
Push me for I go prove and say not to conspiracy.
Yes, me I will go because I believe, I strongly believe, say, governments that they able to fetch anything they are. Government that they get everything, that they get the cards on the table. Now, the other mistake what I see, because the politicization of the thing in the country where they see back, you know,
People to say the truth.
yes, now, because of an Eskuruma, young governments, the way we govern, where we say, you know, get a radical stance or extremist stance against the mother view people, where they allow them, they come, I want to for discussion, and then they talk, the Ebola. Una, they allow anybody for come inside the game? No. Even the mayor, we want help. Which one I don't do now, this.
They want life
Now, then we try for deny, say, the people who they die, not to Kush kill them. Now come with the proof. You old me, would have out proof. You could tell me, say, people in good for on the streets. The health ministry, not the brain, check them for no which you get for on the streets, they die. No, now somebody else don't go take that responsibility. When that person take that responsibility, when they ask now talk say, because not even first talk and mono, they don't go and rumor that talk they say, I get proof in na Kush kill them. Now I don't put on letter. That means say there's a denial factor now who implicate them. Because the whole world, the whole country knows say these people that are dying in the street when they go and pick up now drugs they kill them. If you say not to drug kill them, then a responsibility of the government for sure within kill them. Because now the player toxic.
Then say not to drugs kill them. Now admission in a sense.
I mean, what I mean admission in that sense. Now, say we get hands in this. We get hands in deep.
So you know, till they kill the person, you not try for stop this high death rate.
Yes. You know, man, say we know the pan war, people in the go and people in die, people in the street. You know, man, now only war time, they say people in the die, then they go and pick them. Not some time like this, normal times like this, then they go and pick people in the street say they don't die. So that means it knows if it don't implicate you. You know, a lot of people in the talk say, oh, let the opposition come on board. What thing SNP steps don't do? But I'm not talking about the general SNP, the pauper cult. What they don't do, where they allow other people to come inside this. Even the SNP,
SL people, there are certain people they don't
yeah.
allow to come on.
No, I give you an example of JOB. JOB, let me tell you about Madhaview. Madhaview, always, anybody who show radicalism for fight, for push people, when they see what he do, that person, they reward them. From the way JOB contest against him, that flag bearer, he give him job, not even 6 months. With the election be near, now he call him for making sure he allow himself represented in the government, strong people have not. As election also now sack him. So now for telling you not to all man like SNPP, even then they allow for them near for can see something will happen, let alone opposition. Now I don't blame Ernest Kuruma. Me, I believe that step where he will take, say, anybody who want can help with Ebola. Because from the you don't see when they talk Alpha Can the moon, I know when they talk when they come today, he go tell you say the way politics don't reach the salon. Other person come out, just no say, Papa, I want to help for first the Kush, which I for do. They say what to happen. No, they need one. They don't allow you. So now
How people begin and foot they rotting. If they not take 10, I say Belega for rotting before it.
left down there. I don't try for talk.
I know they
General,
left them. Will they cost them from now on? Once they
yeah,
cost, will they put omen on them because they are all responsible for what is going on?
yeah. So for the fact say when they talk say people will come aboard instead of them talk. Well, allow somebody for talk. Now yesterday again, they were saying a long good talk say, oh, now the APC now then they go and make instead of they can talk say what did the speaker talk not a good way for talk. Now this type you know talk about saying a crisis, but you talk say the information is exaggerated. So what is it? We say crisis. What is a crisis?
Crisis graduate them.
You know, yeah. You know, when you talk say it's in a crisis, when you talk say now botch them, now people in this social media for the try for do this, then you want just buttress
What they call the trial roundup.
Okay. Well, Mr. Jala, just like me. I go
Okay.
I see it I want put.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Hello, Mr. Jallo.
How are you, sir?
Thank God. It's been a while. Um, yeah, I decided for like really take part of this very program. Very interesting. Very interesting, Mr. Jallo. You know, this issue of Kush, Mr. Jallo, this didn't become, yeah, it's a disaster. You know, the disaster, Mr. Jallo, to say the least. You know, if we look at this Kush crisis, Mr. Jallo, I mean, I follow most of the analysis we make. You know, this not a just a public health emergency issue. This is not a national tragedy. This is not a national tragedy where they continue to unfold. In fact, I'm not going to call them in a slow motion anymore. It's a rapid speed.
And I think then even get away forget the data, forget the correct death rate. But if we make them on a conservative level, I am sure over 1,000 people are dying in Sierra Leone every week.
You know, look, Mr. Jallo, this not a rumor. You know, so I find them really disturbing when I see some of the officials say they gaslight this, this crisis. You know, they use very deceptive, very misleading rhetorics, narratives them.
or polish, try to downplay this thing. This is serious. This is really serious, Mr. Jallo.
Well, we're
I'm
in a
really
world of
happy.
calm.
I'm really happy the manner in which you put that.
What you do to become immortal man, it will happen to you.
The devastation is serious.
This population that is taking place. It's a depopulation. Underplay this thing. If a country gets a population 60% below age 35, then you introduce drugs to 30% of that population, you don't destroy a lot of talents with help that country develop.
Mr. Jallo, whether the government or we as citizens, we yourself as citizens of this country, we will acknowledge the scale of, not only the scale, but also the complexity of this epidemic.
That's what
Exactly. And that's what exactly myself have been doing all this while. But then you go after we, but like,
come after me, I don't care.
You know me.
What do you mean? Opium call me.
Oh, man.
I am above and beyond that.
You see, this thing not just to destroy, the bodies of our brothers and sisters. They destroy their minds, they destroy families, communities.
Up to university. So frustration, and they get hooked up in this thing and I use that. What we headed for?
This, anyhow you look at them, there's no way we could polish them. But Mr. Jallo, this is symptomatic of a deeper systemic failure in our country.
We are going to plan another set of action in the coming days. I will not say it now.
Okay.
Because what you make I not go see them.
Yes, sir.
There are people out there when they and then they grab them for go make them political platform.
Okay.
We know how we can grab other people their ideas for go make name. But there is going to be another action in the coming days where we will involve the global community. Why the talk of global community, not only Sierra Leoneans in there.
Get me involved, Mr. Jallo. Get me involved.
We are planning that. It will happen.
Yes. Get me involved.
How we have for Duam, I not go talk now.
No, you don't need to say that on the air. You don't need to say that on the air, Mr. Jallo.
But with the global community will know Sierra Leone needs some help. And they will go in to help Sierra Leone. Because this is depopulation taking place.
I like the way you even put that. Where you compare, you get one history.
I will send the questions then.
Yes, sir.
Do you help me circulate them to Sierra Leoneans? Let them read them and try for answer. Because when people read those questions, I took time to prepare them. When people read those questions, then go see the gravity of what they talk about now. Some of them are rhetorical questions. They answer themselves.
Okay.
Read them, then you will see the gravity of what don't go wrong now with society. And so therefore, we need to have a united, concerted action. To matter of politics, whether the SLPP, whether the APC, whichever alignment you did, if you see there is need for us to come together, let us come together and raise a voice. But let us don't allow people to hijack it for selfish political motives.
I totally agree with you. And this I don't say all this while. This drug or Kush problem or Kush crisis, not to APC problem, not to SLPP problem.
It's a problem.
Unless we confront it with that unity, with that urgency, and even that integrity, Mr. Jallo, we will risk losing an entire generation.
We will risk losing our country. If all these young people die out, who is going to inherit Sierra Leone? Me, you know, or sometimes young force is still able born picking. Me, I'm able born picking again, at all. We are at a risk of extinction.
God, my.
What we should make known to the world.
I can tell you, sometimes I get a nightmare where they see you.
Yes, it's me opponent in the name of Kishida. I'm not afraid for talk what I want to talk.
My.
So it's high risk, very high risk of extinction.
Very high level.
Yeah. When
Yes.
you get these questions, circulate them for me.
I would definitely do that, Mr. Gallo. I would definitely do that. I would definitely circulate them at least to the best. I mean, whatever platform and no pay at the take part or contribute to other nations.
Those questions, then go realize the gravity of the situation. I take my time to research them.
Okay.
I do my research on the Opium War, the reason for the Opium War. Britain owed China, so they use the Chinese for depopulate them and pay them money. But we now, Salomon, they sell drugs to Sierra Leoneans.
It's true.
Like the cars in day one as alone, now for security, and at the same time, they use them as transit port for cocaine. Why they take drugs as alone? They're not able to afford cocaine.
No.
It's very expensive.
No.
Now with brother and sister them, they can buy the nitazine, now Holland, and go China, go buy the same drugs and the same chemical and other chemicals. Then can cook them, they mix her with other leaves and small jamba, now they kill the pikin and as alone. So I have done my homework. And if these people allow me to go public,
Mr. Jallo,
what thing go be?
If we just open our lens a little bit, and go a bit more into this, we realize the insidious reality. And they talk about the geopolitical implication of this very thing we talk about.
I know it's in the implication, like you rightly said, the geopolitical implication.
Yes, sir.
Sierra Leone is now the manufacturing and distribution hub of Kush in all West Africa.
It's a hub. It's a hub for transshipment, not just
Kush in all West Africa. You know what that means? Foreign governments who feel threatened by this can easily invade Sierra Leone.
Of course. Yes.
That's another implication we have to look at. Foreign governments who feel their people are being threatened by the drugs coming from Sierra Leone have the right to invade Sierra Leone.
Yeah. Just like you said, I still recall some of the stories and I think it was in the 19th century, you remember, where they use, drugs or weaponize. They use them as a weapon against Chinese and a weaken China. That's a weaken China. So like if they see this kind of thing, they happen in country.
States in the state. Drugs used to weaponize and keep the blacks down, and it became counterproductive. That the product to the see so today. We have to show it. Anyhow, without instigating violence, we have to stop it.
I remember having a conversation with a fellow, a good friend of mine. We get a long conversation on this, and me and to share the same view on this. Maybe from a different angle. That sometimes if you look at this what's in the happen as alone critically, you will get, you get every reason for belief. Say, it's a kind of very quiet form of modern colonization.
I don't
You know.
believe so. If it is colonization, it's not from you.
Okay, I they come, Mr. Jallo. What I mean by a quiet form of modern colonization is wherein the foreign criminal networks they exploit the weak institutions they all get. You know, okay. When they, if you
talk as colonization, because to the Sierra Leone, when we talk about colonization, now the former European powers they look they are officially involved.
Yes, exactly. So like if when the foreign criminal networks they exploit the institutions they are, where you know how weak they are, and we also get domestic actors then, be it ministries and even the presidency. Whether they do them through negligence, whether they do them through language, whether not through pollution or
Pull into slavery.
And you know what? This they help or destroy we youth them. And it's happened, Mr. Jalo. Just like you said a short while ago, we are going to have an extinction for our youthful populations. And if we look at the silence, the manner in which we government officials and look silence over this thing, it's really, really definite. We know they see no, in fact, let's not even call them transparency. Thing called investigation, mind of this. Look what happened with this man, this ambassador who then go cage with seven suitcases, them Samsung nights, they load them with incident inside diplomatic vehicle with your diplomatic credentials. What do we end up for see? Also, the same man who they see they go from one gathering to another. Is they on a political campaign? Did they even campaign for the vice president? We ever see them question them? So, like when we consider all the facts, yeah, Mr. Jallo, we all as citizens, we need to do something.
When you consider all which you don't talk so,
yes, sir.
If Sierra Leoneans can only understand what Chapter 2 of the Constitution say, where it says sovereignty belongs to the people, then they will know what to do. You don't have to go to the streets to get rid of these guys.
No.
The methods are there, but I will not say it. When we don't get research arranged, I go come make them public or go make them public, people then go nothing to do. Enough of this nonsense. Nobody know the fire gun, nobody know they take cutlass for kill, nobody in salon again. But it's not
the only thing that they embark on a kind of tribal scapegoating, and I found it like this.
They kill their own tribesmen. Let us see all the stupidity.
Really disturbing.
Mister, it's now a national crisis. You know, get tribe again. Situation to you, your brother died tomorrow of Kush, your sister die, your cousin die, your auntie Pekin die, you not get nobody for cry to. You have yourself to blame.
Imagine for make us see a minister of local government. He questioned the mayor of Freetown. We declared, in office, city council, don't already pick up more than 220 bodies on the streets. Some of them are unidentified. Imagine that kind of situation for making you as a local government in front of the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, in front of the local government, in the eyes of the government. Nobody not coming to the rescue. People in the jump body than at it. This woman used the office in council with other, good arts people.
We don't videos of bodies them from the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Even as recent as today, Mr. Jallo, So for men, even they question, they query, the woman say, if I bring evidence, who said they go to promoting for justify that kind of claim, what a shameful government we have. It's
What?
great.
It's the government we deserve.
This is
We have the government we deserve. You know why? If Sierra Leoneans had been together, then stop for put them personal wishes into doing what has to be done for Sierra Leone. Politicians will not be behaving the way they are behaving.
I totally agree with you, Mr. Chairman.
The government we deserve. Some of what they talk for salon, people and they interpret and say, one time, I don't need personal things from Sierra Leone. I'm a Norwegian, born in Sierra Leone, and I'm going to remain one until I die.
I have no interest.
If I go to Sierra Leone now, I'll go there for a business interest, not a political office. I don't need anybody's political office. I don't. I'm not the richest man, but I'm self-sufficient and grounded. People can therefore change their attitudes. Otherwise, Sierra Leone know the change. Madabio and in cartel gang, they succeed because the people away for come together for make things work. Then get ulterior motives. That's why in the action, we'll get for plan for take.
Okay.
I'm not saying it until I'm definite about who and who to talk to. When I say who and who to talk to in the international community.
Yeah.
Then I'll come to Sierra Leoneans and say, this arrangement has been made. We are going to have a date when these people will come, we'll talk to them.
Okay. Okay.
That's much I say.
I know about Mr. Jallo. Man, let's hold on the line. I got somebody else.
I think for the can go offline now.
Right.
Thank you for everybody listening. Huh?
Thank you, sir.
I don't for to come over for me. How are you doing, my friend? The Viking from the north. Khadija, thank you for coming. Alkuya, thank you. By Sam, thank you. Winston, that was the right question, sir. Why Ebola? Moon else? Okay, Alkuya again. Yeah. If humble them will not comment. Una thank you for come, una thank you for listening. This platform is not about politics, it's about Sierra Leone. I'm not a politician. If ever I was a politician, I think I'm retired now. Because at some point I was a politician in Norway. Whoever they come there, come, they can get a conversation on what you go do for make a Sierra Leone that will be peaceful, that will be decent enough, because Sierra Leone is not decent. Sierra Leone is not only a politically bad state, it's an environmentally bad state. It's a health risk. It's everything that is bad about a place for people. We'll therefore sit down. Now we look at how we change this thing. We'll therefore get conversations around that. We'll therefore look at mechanisms around which we will work. Let we see what we will begin lay as foundation, because not a one-day job. Not what they happen tomorrow morning. Anybody who can tell you, say, I would be this when I be, tell and say they lie. We're not able to change Sierra Leone overnight. Not even in the next 15 or 20 years. Because the first thing we for do now the mentality for change, how they think. Man is a thinking animal. who has the power to do good and evil. Then we get free will. If you use your free will for good, you dey get good results. If you use your free will for bad, you dey get bad results. We have used our free will for bad in Sierra Leone. That's what we have been doing all the time. Now the effect through the get so. Now we want begin blame each other. Now APC do this, SLPP do this. Now we all do them. We all do them. So now puts the emotions then down. Now put the tempers then down. Now sit down begin ask. So don't ask a number of questions surrounding this Kush epidemic. I'm going to begin to distribute it on social media. If the government of Sierra Leone see and they say, me don't talk against them, they want to arrest me, come on, invite them. The only thing they're not able to pass Oslo airport. I tell them that. They're not able. If they go Oslo airport, they're going to say, they are on a different ground. Of course, we know one day when him be there, he caused trouble in Ebuka again. They are on a different ground. So, and I thank you for coming down that way. Thank you. And for those of you out there who are new, they listen to me and I subscribe. Do ya? Let this channel go widely because here we deal with the issues, not the politics. If we get for talk politics, politics for correct what thing wrong, the issues. This Kush, they don't left blame party this, party that. Tell look side don't reach. I am not wrong. Conservatively, I think more than 1,000 Sierra Leoneans they die per week all over the country from Kush. Ebola took over a year in Sierra Leone, but it not killed above 5,000 people. If 1,000 people they die per week, that means every month now 4,000 people they die. We get for sit up as a people. We get for put aside pettiness and look at what thing for look at. That we find a solution to this. Una thank you for come. We go meet now again on Friday. Thank you. Have a good night.
We pledge love and loyalty to the country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We they are, we just a try. This year don't come up and dry eye. Then they thief the money, then they fly. They London, they Dubai, then they bye. We they are, we just a try. But this year don't come up and dry eye. We pledge we love and loyalty to the country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute. But this we land we love. We not for make them fall. We salute.
For the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. I guess I carpets, Gaman Keraka, Gaman Koneka, Gaman Keraka, Chamucham, Mama Monica, Kaipom, Gaman Koneka, for the wreck the country. It's a witch. For the wreck the country. And they go and they beg, and come shem shem. They make me go to chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. And the future, forgive them best scripture. They make me go to chicken and the picture. Now we hope for today and the future. Don't forget them best scripture.
I heard the love and loyalty to the country salute. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet, sweet salute. We not for make this country fall. Mama salute. We let we salute. But this sweet land we love. We not for make them fall. We let we salute.
We salute. We like we salute. As in no place like home. I like it talk and talk them. I like it talk and fight them.
What happens when truth becomes a tool, not a right? In Sierra Leone, confusion isn't just chaos. It's strategy. When leaders deny what you live, gaslight your reality, and rewrite the past, who really holds the power? Tonight on Truth Unmasked, we expose the tactics, we name the games, we decode the lies. Don't just believe what they tell you. Ask why they want you to believe it.